Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to CS Coins. Hopefully you guys are ready for another quarter bag. I sure am today. I've been hunting these a lot just because they usually produce, whether it's W's, silver. I can usually find something pretty good in these bags. I don't get skunked very often. And sometimes I'll come across some rare finds. Hopefully I can make a good video out of this because I've just been having a heck of a time lately. Most banks don't have customer wraps for me to look through. That's usually what I'm looking through for these videos other than the bags. And the customer apps I can get, a lot of them have been searched lately. I just think a lot of people are into the hobby in my area right now, so that is a bummer. But we do have a bag today, $1,000 worth of quarters to search, and I hope we can do pretty well here. I'm actually running out of quarter wrappers. I got more on the way through Amazon, but hopefully this can get me a good amount of the bag done. Just so we can start this hunt and I don't have to wait till tomorrow to, get the bulk of the bag done. So hopefully we can get a lot of quarters rolled up. I will bring you guys in for any good finds. Well, I spot a first find in the pile here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it is a good first find. I've probably only rolled up a little over 10 rolls here, so we are not too far in. And check it out. There is a West Point sitting right here, and that is in really nice shape. It's a 2020, we can tell by the V75 Purvey on the left there. Let's give it a good old flip and see what design we got. Salt River Bay. I have found so many of these, but I am still very happy to find them. That's an awesome first find. I don't think I've had a bag with over 1W in a while, so since we found this one so early, hopefully we can get our hands on another one. But any good finds will be welcome here. I'm just happy to see this. If I end the bag with this, it's not a total loss. These things are not easy to find these days. That's awesome. Let's keep on the hunt, guys. I'll bring you back in for anything else good.
Real quick, I just wanted to let all you guys know I'm now a partner with Whatnot. So Whatnot is an up-and-coming virtual marketplace that is kind of similar to eBay. They're just going to focus a lot more heavily on live video auctions, so that's what's unique about it. So there's going to be people doing these live video auctions of all kinds of coins and bullion. You can buy gold bullion, silver coins, gold coins, pretty much anything you could imagine, copper coins, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys use my link, since I'm now a partner, you can save $15 on your first buy when you make an account. So sign up using that link in the video description and save some money on some awesome coins.
I just came across this in the bag. This is going to be a pretty big die chip on this 2021 P Crossing the Delaware. It's kind of like your typical bird's nest die chip, but a bit bigger than they normally would be, so that's pretty cool. I haven't seen many like that. Usually it's the crown or a little baby die chip in the corner. That one is pretty interesting size, so we will keep on to it. A couple more 2021 P Crossing the Delaware quarters I wanted to show real quick. These ones aren't anything crazy, just your standard bird's nest die chip on this one. And on this one we see a die chip a little bit closer to the front of the hat. You can see it right up there, so that's awesome. We'll take it. 2 more Crossing the Delawares with errors on them. Got a couple more minor errors I've come across that I wanted to show you guys. These are both 2022 P Drooling George die chips. No, they're different reverses. So we have a Sally Ride just with a small one here, die chip on the mouth, and then this Maya Angelou has a little bit bigger of a die chip. Not in great shape, but I will keep it. A couple more finds for the pile. So at this point we're getting pretty close to the end of the bag. I have everything dumped out here. It's been pretty slow, but this is pretty cool. We have a 2022 P nose die chip here. I don't find these too frequently. I've had hunts where they show up more than others, but this is a tougher die chip to find normally, so that's pretty awesome. Found a lot of die chips this hunt, but I will take it. Those are finds all day long. We've got a potential strike through here. It's a little tough to see just because it's so small, but to me that doesn't really look like damage. It's a little too clean to be damage in my opinion. Definitely could be. I mean, I'm no error expert, but to me that looks to be an error, so we'll hold on to it and hopefully I can get a definite answer at some point. If you guys have any idea, let me know in the comments. You know, we might as well take a look under the scope real quick and see what we're working with. Yeah, I don't know, that looks pretty clean, guys. To me, that doesn't look like some random ding. But either way, that's interesting. I'll put it with the keepers, and maybe we'll get a definite answer on that later. So we've got a 2005 P Kansas State quarter here, and this one's going to be an Ngadawi Rust. We're missing that T from Grease strike through, so that is a pretty cool find. I know these nowadays can get up, you know, $5 to $10, maybe a little bit more if they're in better condition. This one might be like a $5 or $6 coin. That's still a really cool find though. Happy to see that. That's going to be a wrap on the bag here. It was a little bit slow with the finds. We only ended up with 8. But we still got this beautiful W here. Very happy to see that. This one's going to be a 2020 Salt River Bay. So very happy to see a West Point come out. Error-wise, we did all right. We got a few Bird's Nest die chips here, a couple Drooling Georges. We got this Ngadawi Rust. And lastly, we've got this Colorado State quarter with what looks to be a strike through. So not too shabby on the finds. I think this West Point's going to get us closer to 90. I want to say my total is 88 altogether. So I first started hunting these, I believe, in late 2021. So, you know, I was a little late to the game on these. I know the guys that started hunting them in 2020 and 2019 did really well. I've seen a lot of videos where guys have found full uncirculated boxes and just pull out, you know, 20, 30 Ws, even more than that sometimes. Didn't get that opportunity, but we're still grinding them pretty good. My goal is to hit 100, and then I might start selling some of them off. So definitely getting there. And hopefully we can find some more in the next bag. I think I'm going to hunt another quarter bag for this hunt. And we will see if we can get more West Points. Love seeing these things coming out of circulation. Stay tuned. I'll have another bag for you guys pretty soon. All right, I'm back with another quarter bag today, another $1,000 to hunt. Hopefully we can find something good in here. I am hoping we can at least get on some W's. Silver would be awesome. The quarter's been slow lately though, so I'm just hoping we can get on some good finds. You know, anything, any kind of error, any silver, any West Point, I will take it. I am just looking to get a good amount of finds in here. So hopefully the bag treats us well. I will show you guys the first find that we make. And we're gonna go ahead and cut the bag open, see how we can do here. I'll bring you guys in hopefully shortly for the first find. Wow, I was not expecting this already. I've only rolled up 4 rolls of quarters here. And I was looking a little bit further into the bag and I noticed this. That is definitely a silver quarter. Haven't found one in a while here, so let's, I just almost lost it. Let's take it out and see what we got. Hopefully that's an older one. It does look a little bit worn. And no, it's just a 64. It's still awesome though, 64 Philly. I do not find many silver quarters. I think for the year I'm only at like 4 or 5, so very happy to see that. That's an awesome find. Hopefully we can get some W's or some more silver to go along with it. I find that usually I only find silver or W's or 1 W in a bag. It's usually not a combination of both. So if I can find both, it's pretty awesome. And I have done it before, so hopefully we can see that again. That's an awesome start to the bag. I'm very happy to see that. So I was looking at this Salt River Bay reverse, flipped it looking for a W, and we don't have a W, but we do have a DDO. You can look at that in Ngadawi Trust on the right side of the coin in the mint mark, and it's pretty clear that it is thicker than it typically would be. You can kind of see that doubling effect there, so that's pretty cool. I don't think these fetch too much money nowadays, maybe $5 or $10, but it's still a cool find. I'm always happy to see it, and this one's in pretty good shape too. So awesome addition to our silver quarter there. And let's keep on digging through this bag and see what we can come up with. Hopefully we got some W's in here, and I really wouldn't mind another silver. Got another good find here. This one is a Ngadawi Trust 2005 P Kansas, but the R and the T are pretty weak on it, and the G and the O in God are pretty weak too. So typically you just look for that T missing to read Ngadawi Rust, but this one looks like Ngadawi Ust if you hold it in the right light. So that's a pretty nice example. And these actually fetch probably, I would say, in this condition, and you know what's going on with the lettering where a little bit more is missing than normal.
I'd say this is probably like a $10 or a $12 coin. So that's pretty awesome. Very happy to see that. Now let's keep at it and see what else we can uncover here. It's been a while since I have doubled up on my DDOs, but we've got a 2020P Salt River Bay, and this one is a double diverse as well. That's pretty awesome, guys. These things aren't easy to find, and I already got 2 in the bag. This is shaping out to be a really good hunt. I just hope we can get on the board with West Points and maybe some more silver, and I will be very happy. Unfortunately, that hunt is already a wrap. There weren't a ton of finds in that bag. We did end up with silver and a couple cool DDOs, as well as this in Dewey Ust, which is pretty cool. 8 die chips. I didn't record any of these, nothing crazy. So we've got 4 crossing the Delaware die chips on the hat. We have 2 drooling Georges here, and then we've got 2 minor die chips right here. We've got one kind of close to the chin on this one, and you might be able to see that little one on the nose right here. Those are all different reverses of the 2022 quarters. So other than that, as I said before, we got the grease strike right here. You can see the DDO pretty clear from that angle. You can see pretty good doubling on that. So we've got 2 of those, Salt River Bay. It's actually pretty surprising. I haven't found one of these in a while, and they're just like showing up in this bag, I guess. And no W's today, but I am pretty happy that we did get a silver. Silver quarters are getting really tough to find. I'd say that's probably the toughest denomination other than like dollar coins to find silver in. So very happy to have another silver quarter for the jar. I'll go ahead and pull the silver jar up right here. It's really not going great this year so far, I'm going to be honest. I was finding a lot more silver last year, but I do think I have more silver dimes this year. But quarter-wise, it's going to be tough to beat last year. I got 20 last year. I think we're sitting around like 5 or 6 this year. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one into the jar. If I can get this lid open, it's an old mason jar. But yep, this is going to go in there with the silvers. I think we're probably, for the year, sitting around like 80 or 90. I have to do a count, but we haven't even hit 100 yet. It has been tough, especially on the half dollars, but always happy to have another silver, and I'm pretty happy with these errors that we found as well. So thank you all for watching. I think I'm going to have to call it a wrap on this video. We've hunted a lot of quarters, but I do plan on getting out and getting more quarter bags in the very near future, so be on the lookout for that. I will definitely have more videos coming soon. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on the next one.